Hi guys! I've driven this car in a very, very cold country called Sweden, and this is the first time. Huh? What? My key is here. Bro! How do I turn on the car? Hey, there's no buttons here. So this is the key, and where should I place it? Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Yep. All right, let's go. All right. It is a very, very, very hot day. And please, car makers, please tint your test drive cars, please. The other day I was driving the Zeekr X. That one is the first test drive car that has tinting already installed on the car. And I think for cars that has a glass panel roof, I think it'll be better if they are tinted, right? Anyway, this yellow color is beautiful. It's no longer available. Wait. Ada, saya letak kereta itu. Saya letak sana. Okay. Thank you. Satu. A bit of confusion because the other day they were painting the. Oh, I love how this car drives. It drives really well. Yeah, drives well. Oops. I need to go. Okay, it's a good thing that this is Google. No, I don't want to sign in. No. Yes, there we go. Start. Yeah, no sign in needed. Whew. Oh, very nice. That's the thing. The suspension is so good. The car is so quiet. The handling is good. Steering is tiny and thin, and it's nice to grip, nice to drive. Ooh. Okay, what they did there is different. The Zeekr X is comfortable suspension, but on road quality, that means going through roads, you can still feel a little bit of stuff that you see on the road, right? Let's say this part. All right. Look at that. On these uneven patches, the Zeekr, you can feel it and hear it in the car, even though suspension wise is done well. But this one is magic carpet. It irons out everything. The road quality of this car is one small notch above the Zeekr X. Yes, it's one small notch above that. And undercarriage soundproofing as well. It rides more refined. Yeah, that's the drive of this car. I'm happy to have driven back to back. In terms of road feel, the Smart is the worst, not bad, but amongst the sibling cars. And in the middle is the Zeekr X, and on the top is this one. In terms of ride, refinement, NVH, road quality feel. Now, of course, interior, make no mistake, these are all soft touch, but this car uses a lot of recycled plastics. And that was the goal of Volvo, to use as little material as possible that they can. All these are hard plastics. Here, it's all recycled plastics. They have a mission. Even though I personally salute Volvo for having this, and I've met the Swedish people at Volvo, they are not, what do you say? They are not doing it for the sake of masquerading, pretending in order to sell cars. No, they genuinely, the Swedish people genuinely studied how to use a more expensive material, which is recycled plastics, to try their best to build as many parts of their cars as possible, and then build their cars in a, what do you call that? Net zero environmental impact factory. They want to reduce their footprint as much as possible. I salute that personally. But if I flip my brain to the business side of things, then it's a different thing. You are a small car maker, all right? Volvo only makes about 700,000 or 800,000 cars a year. Your impact is very small compared to Toyota that makes 10 million cars a year, Volkswagen Group 9 million cars a year. So there's only so much you can do. My worry is your car drives so well, rides so well, is so well engineered, but consumers who go into the showroom measure the amount of money that they pay and somehow felt, hey, why I don't get all the premium touch points? That's the thing. Even though the whole dash is soft touch, all right, even though this whole part is a Harman Kardon sound bar, even though the handling is good, the powertrain is good, the range is good, potential buyers might hold the aircon vent control and then go, meh. Hey, but bro, having driven so many cars that I need to adjust the air vents from the screen, I appreciate physical ones. But of course, they ought to have been made with more substantial materials other than some that sound like a thin plastic hitting on a thicker plastic. You know, that's the thing. So if you buy Volvo's ideology, if you understand what they are doing, you can forgive them. But of course, most people who spend 200 over thousand on a car, they want it to be as luxurious as possible, as refined as possible. Now the ride is very refined. What's that sound? Oh, that's the turn signal sound. Sounds like something small knocking inside the dashboard. Now, in terms of the drive, how they tune this is different from Zeekr. Zeekr X, right? In China, in global markets, the suspension is soft and the handling bias is very city car-like. That means it's considered a wallowy car, uninspiring handling. But when it came to Malaysia, the team in Malaysia, the two person that I know, I mean, basically the two or three of them that I know that brought Zeekr in, they are all racing drivers. they are all Lotus drivers. Okay, so they beg the Chinese to, or force or beg or whatever, but basically they tell the Chinese to give it a harder suspension, a more European-centric handling. So that car is sprung in a way whereby the steer is pretty direct, but of course on that the road feel is more direct as well, and hence is less refined than the Volvo. This one has a very good control on the front, but there is a layer of pliancy it is that layer of pliancy that helps to sort of mask out the road feel. I can feel the road now, but certainly in a more plush manner than the Zeekr X, slightly, ever so slightly. But it is also that plushness that causes, when you are doing this on the car, you can feel the initial roll first before the car starts turning. There is that little initial roll, very little, but you can totally feel the weight transfer. If you drive this and the Zeekr X back to back, you can definitely tell it. That one steers more directly, but transmits more of the road impurities to the cabin. This one irons out the impurity, but has that little layer of weight transfer before the car starts moving. Very minor. Both are in the category of good handling cars with a very plush suspension. Okay. And I think I've sat in this rear seat before. Certainly this one is tighter than the Zeekr X, but the goal for Volvo for this car is mainly the European market, I would say, because the European markets, right, they have tight roads and all that, and they are used to buying family cars that aren't too big, because it will be cumbersome to drive around their medieval streets. It will be difficult to park because a lot of apartments and condos in major cities of Europe doesn't come with parkings, and you have to go and rent your own parking, and a lot of times those parkings are super tight parkings with just a shutter that shuts right behind your boot, and then after parking your car in there, shut it there, or the roadside, you have to either take a taxi or take a bus to where you stay. It's very common in European cities. All right, so understand that. That's why there is a need for cars that are compact to the extent where it's wide enough to do your everyday things, to ferry 4 person, 5 when there is a need, to function within their daily use. So it's crucial for them. Okay, hence the size of this car, hence the size of the platform. But I think the Smart did pretty well in this respect. Actually, both the Zeekr and Smart also sort of considered within the confined size of what they want to achieve, but they both have more rear leg room than this one. The Smart certainly has the least plushness when it comes to the chassis. All right, that one has the least. All of them come with amazing sound system. Volvo partnered with Harman Kardon. Where should I go? I should go that side. Yeah, Volvo partnered with Harman Kardon, and Zeekr partnered with Yamaha, and Smart partnered with Beats. Beats has a very thumpy, bassy sound system. So when you're listening to those sound like Timberlands stuffs, then it's fantastic. All right, Harman Kardon is a good balance, and I think Yamaha went for clarity. Okay, on high-speed bands like this that are undulated, that little layer of plushness that I mentioned just now will react a bit. The Zeekr doesn't. Okay, it will sort of do a little bit of this, but minor. Range, I want to see my range. What is my remaining range? 361 kilometers. Very small text, huh? Yeah, it's pretty hard to get the information at a glance, but of course, once you own the car, you got used to it. It shouldn't be too difficult to know where to look. Okay, and when I reach there, it's gauging that when I reach there, I would have left with 89%. I'm now at 92%. When I reach there, in another 11 km or 13 minutes, I would have gone down to 89%. Let's see if it is accurate or not. But I'm traveling at a relatively high speed, 100-ish, which is, I think it will be below 89, I believe, when I got there. Let's see. All right. I wish I can make the screen a little bit brighter because of the immense sunlight. Is there a quick menu that can drop down? None. Up? None. How do I brighten the screen then? Left? No, that does the map. So there's no shortcut menus. There are no shortcut menus. Okay. Yeah, man, on weather like this, I appreciate physical controls on the aircon vents. This aircon vent As much left I want it to blow, the air is gonna get diverted away by the screen. Because the screen juts out. If the screen sits lower than the two aircon vents, then you can have the air freely blowing on either side. So far it's not. Yep. Okay, let it sit. Sits well. Throttle. Yeah. So when it sits a lot more than the Zeekr X. But considered a good driving car, very easy to drive. Visibility is good. Side, rear, front. Seats are comfy. The new seat controls confuses me a bit, because this one does the front and back, this one does the up and down, so I cannot adjust the angle of the base. Need my smart tag. Wow, the lane keep assist is a little bit aggressive. I want to turn it off, but it should be somewhere. Let's see if I'm operating. Oh, there's no head-up display. There are no head-up display. If I press the car, it covers the map. Lane keeping 8 off. Turn off. That's it. Quick controls. That's it. Easy to use, but okay. Now I see the screen. Yeah, having Google Maps means it already won over most other cars. Most other cars, first time you hop in, I need to frantically set up my phone, get it linked up and all that. But this one, no need to. Hop in, it's Google Maps, just type the location you want to go, or you can say it, and it'll do it. So at this juncture, the Zeekr X is slightly more sporty to drive than this one. Slightly larger, but this one is slightly more pliant and more plush in its ride quality. Don't mix up my words there. Wow, Bobby said the Volvo is plush. Plush meaning the ride quality. This is still hard plastic. Hard plastics. But as I explained, it's something they really want to do. They wanted to use recycled plastics. But one thing I appreciate just now when I got into the car, the amount of storage space. I just unload everything, just dump them right down here, is immense. I can drop so many things here. Even the door bins are huge, absolutely massive. So you can carry loads of stuff and just chuck them all around your car. And in my previous videos, I mentioned that the reason Volvo did this kind of door bin is because they realized a lot of ladies, while they need to carry their laptops to go to work, they will usually put their laptops in a sleeve, and then they have their handbag, and they refuse to carry a laptop bag because a laptop bag just makes them look like some... It's not classy looking for them, okay? They don't look good holding a big laptop bag. They don't like it. It's not stylish. So they designed the door bin so that ladies can stuff their fat laptop bags here. Okay? Drives well. I like the steering wheel. I like the ride quality. I like the soundproofing. Pretty good, even though the noisiest thing now is the aircon. No choice because of the... Okay, get it down a bit. Oh, cute. Even after I switch off the lane keeping 8, it will still vibrate when I violate the other lane without putting on my turn signals. The brakes are alright. Suspension is good. And this car is very stylish. Now, again, I'm gonna mention the Zeekr X because both are okay. They're not similarly priced, but both are sibling cars. When people see the EX30 on photos, they assume this is a much larger car than it is. And when they see the Zeekr X on photos, they assume it is a much smaller car than it is. Because that car follows the proportions of that Myvi. You know, a short front, chunky fat body, and from photos it looks like a smaller car. It looks like a hatchback. This one from photos, it looks like a crossover SUV, right? Because this car follows the proportions of an SUV. So that one appears smaller than it is. This one appears larger than it is, right? Okay, where's my, come on, where's my map? Okay, yeah. Nice drive, stylish car. This color is no longer available. This yellow is limited. Yeah, very refined car to drive. Alright, so that's what you will get. I'm not sure if there's a sport mode or whatever. None. Oh, it's Volvo, I forgot. Everything is okay. The car says everything is okay. Wow, very simplistic, huh? The two stalks has large text, and that's it. Here, just a few buttons. That's it. No lights on the mirrors. Door handle feels nice. Feels like a proper metal door handle. Yeah, very, very minimalistic in this car. Even the glove box can only be open. Oh, glove box is here in the middle, right? I think it's in the middle. This one. There we go. It's here. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. No glove box here. Why? I don't understand. Doesn't look like there's no room. Come on, go, 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 go. Come on. Step on your throttle. You have an RS badge at the back. This is how fast it accelerates at half throttle. Madness. Oh my God, today's weather is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Panase. Yeah, there's no electrochromatic controls on the panel roof. And Volvo came out with an accessory like that hangs onto this groove. I'll be honest, that accessory actually looks pretty by the way, you know, pretty unofficial. Has a very strong Taobao feel to it. Yeah. Oh, I've been here. This is a Tire Plus that I've been here. Rachel fitted her tires here. Yeah. Ah. Nice. Don't come out. Boom double. Yeah. Oh, it's a very, very hot day. Anyway, that's how the car drives. I'll do the full walk around later, again, in Malaysia's weather, even though I've did one in Swedish weather. But of course, this is the local one, right? And then you have this cup holder that comes out. You can retract this. There are so many storage space. I think storage is this car's really, really strong point. All right, cheers. Oh, it's very accurate. It's really 89% left. Very good. Later I'll play around with the car. Seems very, very easy to operate, and seems like nothing much. You know, there's nothing much that is fancy about this screen. You know, like you can see the car, you can play around with the graphics. Actually, I don't think that's a bad thing also. What the Chinese are doing, this is so basic and so simple, which is good as well. Wow, I like that. Wow, it's really hot. Panas. Okay, cheers.